you doing? Sorry I'm a little bit late today. The Secretary did place a range of units in the United States on a heightened preparedness to deploy. I can say that today that these units include elements of the 82nd Airborne Division based at Fort Bragg, which regularly, I think you all know, maintains high readiness, as well as elements of the 18th Airborne Corps, also based at Fort Bragg, and some elements at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Additionally, from Fort Campbell, elements of the 101st Airborne Division, and from Fort Carson, Colorado, elements of the 4th Infantry Division have also been placed on increased readiness. Now, we were not going to, and we don't intend to provide an exhaustive list of every unit that's being placed on prepare to deploy orders, but I can say that other units that will now have an increased readiness posture include elements from Fort Carson, as I said, Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, Arizona, Fort Hood, Texas, Joint Base Lewis-McChord, Washington, Fort Polk, Louisiana, Robbins Air Force Base, Georgia, Fort Stewart, Georgia, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio, and select additional locations in the United States.
And then secondly, can you, both the Secretary and the Chairman yesterday spoke.
These units, all told, include medical support, aviation support, logistics support, and of course, combat formations. I want to just underscore one other note, and that is, as I said many times earlier this week, these forces are on a heightened preparedness to deploy. They have not been activated.
And said yesterday that they were coming from U.S. and
This afternoon, the Secretary issued a memo directing the Department of Defense to provide him with a civilian harm mitigation and response action plan within the next 90 days. This action plan outlines the steps the department will take and the resources that will be required to implement appropriate recommendations from recently completed studies of civilian harm, studies that were sponsored by DoD. The protection of civilians remains vital to the ultimate success of our operations, and as the Secretary has noted on more than one occasion, it is a strategic and a moral imperative.